Where's my Bible at? What the world? And then my notes is in my bad, y'all. I'm tripping. My notes is on my laptop. Alright, boom. Alright, welcome back to another Christian Talks with Ian video. Today I am going to be reading from 1 Kings chapter 17. We'll be reading the whole chapter. I got a few notes because it's a few things that you can take from this story. And it's a good one. It's about Elijah, and God told him to go to a certain place, and and then he ended up down the road meeting this woman, helping the woman out, and helping her son out. But I'm gonna read y'all the story for y'all, and I'm gonna not break down. I mean, it's not really hard to understand, but I'm gonna tell y'all some points that I got. And Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, as the as the Lord God of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. But according to my word mean till I say so. And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee therefore. So he went and did according unto the word of the Lord, for he went and dwelt in the brook in Cherith, that is before Jordan. All right, a point I got from right there already from 5 verses in is obedience. Okay, and I said Elijah did exactly what God told him to do. He didn't ask God, what should he do there? He didn't ask God, is anybody gonna be there waiting for me? Like, what's going on? He trusted in God to protect him on that journey that he was sending him to. Trusted in God to lead him and guide him throughout that journey. All right, boom. See, now we look bigger. Now we look bigger. My feet might be swinging, but that's all right. Verse 6. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land, which God said was going to happen. And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee. All right, so what I got from 7 was, I said, not just from 7, but he sent Elijah to a place. The brook dries up, and God told Elijah, and God led Elijah to somewhere he could get something to drink. He will always provide for you, so don't get distracted by the turmoil in your life that you forget that wherever God has brought you. So don't get distracted by the turmoil in your life that you forget that wherever God has brought you, he brought you there for a reason. Whatever he started, he will finish in your life. Whatever God started in your life, he will finish. Don't forget what you want. Don't forget the promises he made to you in your life. So he arose and went to Zarephath. And when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks. And he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in the vessel, that I may drink. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, Bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thine hand. And she said, As the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but an handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse, like a little pitcher. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die. And Elijah said unto her, Fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it unto me, and after make for thee and for thy son. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, The bearer of the meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, until the day that the Lord sendeth rain upon the earth. And she went and did according to the saying of Elijah. And she and he in her house did eat many days. All right. I got something from that in 15. It said, God led Elijah to help a woman and her son. Sometimes God will put, not you, God will put people in your life to help them or vice versa, for them to help you. Sometimes those people might be there just for a season, and that's okay. Everybody's not going to stick around, but just know it's a reason for somebody to enter into your life. It's a reason that y'all crossed paths. It's a reason that y'all ended up having a conversation and talking. And God is an intentional God. He does everything for a reason strategically. Keep in mind, Elijah didn't know where he was going to end up on this whole journey, but he trusted God, and he ended up saving two people's lives because, like she said, she was just gonna get whatever little bit she had, and she was gonna cook that for her son and her. They're gonna eat that and die. The life was gonna be over with, you know. But Elijah being obedient. See, obedience is not only for you. Obedience can be for other people too. Your obedience can help somebody else's life and save somebody else's life. It can make an impact or effect in somebody else's life. Sorry, that was distracting me. 16. And the barrel of meal wasted, neither not, which you didn't waste, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of the Lord, which he spake to Elijah. And it came to pass after these things that the son of the woman, the mistress of the house, fell sick. And his sickness was so sore that there was no breath left in him. So basically, the kid is dead. And if not dead, he on the brink of death. It says there was no breath in him. And she said unto Elijah, what have I to do with thee? O thou man of God, art thou coming to me to call my sin to remembrance and to slay my son? That's kind of like what we do with God sometimes. It's like he do so much good in our life. Like Elijah, he came into their life and he allowed them to eat for many days. He helped them eat for many days. And then once her son got sick, once the turmoil came into her life, she, I'm not gonna say turned her back on him, but it's like she started to forget that what good he's done for her in her life. And so then she started to question him, like, why are you even here? Did you come to slay my son and tell me about the sins that I've done in my life? That's what she's saying to him. And that's sometimes what we do about God when things don't go our way in life. We question him, and we start to not trust in his plan, and we start to not trust in him, and then that's how we go into our own selfish fleshly ways, our worldly ways. We start to follow our human nature and slip into sin. And yeah, that's how easy it is when you just lose faith in God. All right, back to the story because I'm almost done. All right, and he said unto her, give me thy son. And he took him out of her bosom and carried him up into a loft, upper room basically, where he abode and laid him upon his own bed. And he cried unto the Lord and said, O Lord my God, hast thou also brought evil upon the widow with whom I sojourn by slaying her son? And he stretched himself upon the child 3 times and cried unto the Lord and said, O Lord my God, I pray thee, let this child's soul come into him again. And the Lord heard the voice of Elijah, and the son of the child came into him again, and he revived. And Elijah took the child and brought him down out of the chamber into the house and delivered him unto his mother. And Elijah said, see thy son liveth. And this is, I say this one of the best parts right here. The last verse, 24, it says, and the woman said to Elijah, now by this I know that thou art a man of God, and that the word of the Lord in thy mouth is true. She said, because of what he did, she know that he's a man of God. All right. Let me not put it right there. We need to let our actions speak for ourselves. It's okay. It's not just okay. It's amazing that you express that you are a Christian to other people, and that you express that you're a follower of Christ, and that you live for God. But let people see that also. Your words can only hold so much weight. Actions hold weight. If Jesus just kept saying he's gonna be crucified and rise up again in 3 days, it wouldn't have mattered because if he didn't do it. Yeah. It wouldn't have mattered if he didn't do it. But because he did actions, which is, got crucified and he rose up again like he said he'd do, then that made people believe in him, really have faith in him more than ever. So let your actions speak for yourself. I kind of talked about this a little bit before, but it's essential. It's really essential. A lot of us, we just want to throw around this Christian aesthetic, is we so holy and stuff like that, but then you can get exposed so easily just by the thing that you post, and just by people looking at you every single day and seeing the lifestyle you live and seeing your bad habits, and not saying you're supposed to be perfect, right? But you can spot who is God's child. You can see it through their actions, through the way they carry themselves. So yeah, let your actions speak for yourself. Let people know that you're a child of God by what you do in your everyday life, by what you do for people, by how you make people feel. Let them know. All right, I'm done. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope that I gave y'all some good pointers, some good lessons out of this. And honestly, I hope that this helped y'all to be able to grab lessons out of the word. Because for me, I know that my first time reading this, I didn't grab this many points out of it. But the more I study the word and the more I watch other people and how they have different point of views or different things, it helped me to expand my mind and look at things a different way. So that's how I was able to grab these points out of here. So yeah, I hope y'all got a good word out of this. Happy holidays. I'm recording this Christmas Eve. Hopefully it come out today or Christmas Day. Bye.